What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JD. And today we got the tutorial everybody's been waiting for, the HopperSpeed carrot crafter and apple crafter. It compacts ingots, so you're going to need some of these ingots to fuel the madness that's about to occur. So let's get right into it. Well, first, we're going to take a look at the build, and I'm really going to explain what's going on. So this is the build here. It's 3 by 9 by 8, or yeah, 3, 9, 8. Yep. So it's really tiny. What we have going on here is a little pulse clock up here, and this is a fader clock down here. The controls about the same amount of time as that. And this is the mono that allows those pulses to be activated precisely. And if we flip it on, we'll see what's going on here. As you can see, this thing is very fast. It just chews out the recipe. Carrots and carrots and carrots, you know? We shut it off. It's also very precise. I got it loaded with an 8 recipe buffer so that it can never mess up. And with that comes the fact that it's always going to return to 8. It's doing them in batches right here, batches of 9. And the wiring is allowing us to get the correct number of pulses on the dropper and the crafter here so that we don't overflow and break anything. So for the tutorial, I'm going to show you the layout here. This is the right side of it. You want to build this up, and I would start from the top. So start with the top layer like this. Take a look at that. Note where everything's going. This crafter here is pointed into that one. And I'll show you guys how all these are set up. Like this crafter right here is set up with just the ingots. This is set up with the carrots. And you want your recipe in there just like that. Right? And in this container, we have 18 shovels for a signal strength of 10. And this is given off a signal strength of 7. You can use, of course, whatever containers you'd like. The furnace might be the most optimized. As you can see, that's what's on here. And now we're going to take a look at this side. That's the right side. This is the left side. I figure this isn't probably good enough, but what we're going to do is we're going to swing over here to the colorful build. I set this up just before I started the video, and as you can see, here's the right side, and now you can clearly distinguish what's going on. There's only 3 layers here. So go on and build the right side and the top first. You can pause the video here and take a screenshot. That's the top, and this is the right side. Try and place as many of those green blocks as you can. All right. And I would use whatever distinguishing blocks that you have. Obviously, I've chosen the most expensive blocks, but they really pop out. And let's take a look at the left side, starting from the top. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and say that you can pause right here and get this. Do a front view real quick. This is the front. Right, and then we'll do a back view. This is the back. Now, once you've built all of this in your survival world, you need a 3 by 9 by 8 space to build this in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wire it up. So I'm going to knock all these blocks out of my thing. And I'm going to grab all the redstone components I need. I just need some dust, some torches, comparators, repeaters, and we don't need a dispenser for this one. I think that's everything that we need to wire it up. Yeah, that should be everything. All right, starting with the top layer. This is important. Get a comparator going off the back of that target block. Then another comparator there. Go ahead and throw some dust right up here. And then dust all this. Another comparator right there. It's going to activate that. And I'm going to go ahead and put the lockouts so that none of these can be activated. That's a torch right there on that block. in this little staircase section on the right side layer. And then if you come back up under here, we can go ahead and place another torch right there. Those are just going to lock the comparators that we're about to place. They're not turning on, but we're going to make sure that those are locked. Because yeah, look what just happened. It put one in there for us. That's going to lopside that. Okay, now we've finished our top layer. We need another torch off the side of that block and some dust running to that. And when we do this, it's going to craft. That's fine. It's fine that it's lopsided in there. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's continue on to the second layer. Underneath these first layer, top layer comparators, we're going to place another set of comparators. This way, facing that way, and this one facing this way. It's very important. We're going to dust this, and this. Throw a torch right there. Put some dust here. A repeater right there on the third layer. I'm going to swing around, and we need to get a comparator in here. Comparator right there, and also a comparator right there. That should be all of our comparators in. We need another little torch, not torch, repeater right here on 2 ticks. That one must be on 2 ticks. So take a look at this side. Make sure that we've got everything right. That's what it should be looking like. We need some dust here. What's happening? That's what should have happened, right? Hopefully I've built this correctly. But anyway, we're going to keep going because I'm not finished wiring. But all these comparators, except for the looping ones, like this is the fader clock, this is the pulse clock, all right? These are going to be on normal mode. These mono ones, like this one's on subtract. This one's on subtract. It's very important that those be on subtract. And I think we're ready to test here, so I'm going to grab some hoppers. On our inputs, we need double HopperSpeed hoppers, so we need the setup just like this. Let me just remove that. I'm going to go ahead and place my output chest. Output chest goes up like this. And then the hoppers. Let's get our carrots and our ingots. So carrots can go here and ingots can go there. And verify that I've done that correctly. It looks like I have. And I think we got everything here. Okay, so what happens when we flick this lever here? And if you see, this lever is allowing us to put in a very specific signal strength to that fader up there. If we look at it, it's only given signal strength 2, just enough to reach this torch and turn it off. Because when this torch turns on, this thing gets pulsed. And once that gets pulsed, you get a 1-tick pulse coming to this top clock and a 2-tick pulse coming to the pulse clock here on the second level. So 1-tick pulse goes in here and allows it to actually fire the blinky blink mode, as I like to call it. And then the 2-tick pulse comes in here, making this a stable fader that doesn't produce any kind of blinking or input output on off. All right. We should be ready for a test fire here. Let's check it out. There it is. Why it's not looping. Okay, let's take a look and troubleshoot. Okay, so we did have the misfire, and after just a little bit of investigation, I realized that I didn't put the signal strength input over here. And we need to do that so that we can have constant input. Let's just check and make sure something here. I'm gonna grab another carrot. And let me swing back around here. This is that 7 crafter that we have, the signal strength 7, and it provides the signal strength to this little clock. And if it's not there, we don't have a looping situation, but now we have a looping situation. As you can see, quietly does its thing. Kills it. All right. Thank you for watching. That's all we got time for today. That's a tutorial. This is the fastest golden apple and gold carrot crafter you can make. Big thanks to Big Citrus Fruit for help with the clock. She's been amazing on showing me different tricks. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to all Hive Tech members. I'm gonna be doing a Hive Tech update here shortly. I got a universal crafter that's 32 game ticks on there, and it's really amazing. I'm going to offer a world download and explanation and troubleshooting on that. I don't know about a tutorial, it's a huge build, but it fits all in one chunk.